Welcome to the Explainer. All right, today we are diving into a topic that could literally be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to you: Social Security. We all pay into it, but the choices we make about it can completely change what our retirement looks like. So let's break down how to get this right.
So let's just ask it straight up. Are you? The tough, honest answer for millions of people is, yeah, they are. And it almost always comes down to just not knowing the rules of the game.
You know the difference between a retirement that feels comfortable versus one that feels strained? It can all come down to this one single decision: when you decide to claim your benefits. It's truly one of the most important financial choices you'll ever make. And this matters so much more today than it did for, say, our parents' generation. Why? Because company pensions, they're pretty much a thing of the past. That makes Social Security one of the only sources of income you can get that is guaranteed to last for your entire life.
But here's a really common misconception. Social Security was never, ever meant to be your only income in retirement. For the average person, it's designed to replace about 40% of what you used to earn. Think of it like this: it's meant to be the solid foundation of your retirement plan, not the entire house.
Okay, so that naturally leads to the first big question everybody has. How do I even get this thing? Let's walk through how you qualify. It's actually way more straightforward than you might think.
It really just boils down to this. As you work and you pay your taxes, you earn these things called credits. You can get up to 4 of them a year. And once you've collected 40 credits, which for most people is about 10 years of work, that's it. You're in, you're eligible for benefits.
All right, check. You're in. You've qualified. So what's the next logical question? Okay, great, but how much am I actually going to get? Well, the answer starts by looking back at your career.
Here's how it works. The system takes a look at your 35 highest earning years. It adjusts all those past earnings for inflation, averages them out, and then a special formula figures out your benefit. And this is so important. If you have fewer than 35 years of work, they literally plug in zeros for those missing years, and that can really drag your average down. A long, steady career really pays off here.
So all that math spits out one super important number: your primary insurance amount, or PIA. Just think of this as your 100% number. It's the full baseline benefit you're due every single month if you claim it right at your full retirement age.
And what is your full retirement age, or FRA? Well, that's the when. It's the specific age the government says you can get 100% of that PIA we just talked about. Depending on the year you were born, that's going to be somewhere between 66 and 67. So remember those two acronyms, PIA and FRA. They are everything.
And this brings us to the big one, the multi-$100,000 question. You can start taking your benefits as early as age 62, or you can wait all the way until age 70. This one choice permanently, and I mean permanently, sets your monthly income for life. So when's the right time? Well, let's talk about jumping the gun, claiming early. Let's imagine your full benefit, your PIA, is a nice round $1,000 a month. If you decide to claim it as soon as you can at age 62, boom, you lock in a permanent 30% cut. Your check is going to be $700 a month. Not just for a little while, forever. That's a huge price to pay for getting it a few years sooner.
Okay, so that's the penalty. But now, let's flip it around. Let's look at the reward for being patient. Let's use that same idea of $1,000 full benefit. Taking it at 62 gets you $750. Waiting until your full retirement age gets you that full 1,000. But just look what happens if you can hold out until you're 70. Your benefit soars to $1,320. That is a massive difference every single month for the rest of your life.
So let's really dig into this idea, the power of waiting. Because the system is absolutely designed to give you a huge financial incentive to delay your claim if you possibly can.
If you remember one single number from this entire explainer, please make it this one. By waiting to claim from the earliest possible age, 62, all the way to the latest, age 70, your monthly check will be 76% larger. That is not a typo. A 76% permanent raise, just for waiting.
So you're probably asking, how is that even possible? Well, it's not magic, it's just math. For every single year you wait past your full retirement age, you earn something called delayed retirement credits. That's a guaranteed 8% raise per year. And the kicker? Any future cost of living raises get calculated on that new, bigger number, so your gains actually compound over time.
Now this is super important, so listen up. This awesome growth slams on the brakes at age 70. There is zero, and I mean absolutely zero, financial benefit to waiting until you're 71 or 72. So age 70, that's your finish line. Don't wait any longer than that.
One of the sources we looked at for this explainer really put it perfectly. This isn't just some minor detail you figure out later. For so many people, this is the retirement plan. Getting this one decision right is absolutely crucial. So at the end of the day, remember this. This isn't some kind of handout. This is a benefit that you have earned over a lifetime of work. And now you know the mechanics. You know the permanent penalty for going early, and you know the incredible reward for waiting. The choice is yours. When are you going to claim it?